Sufferers, come on now. I said BCI Joe is a vampire, soaking the energy of the baby boomers. Look at them garage now. It look like a bat cave. Yeah. BCI Joe is a vampire, soaking the energy of the hard workers. Come on now. Treading on the wine press. Children much too long. Rebel. I say rebel. 33 and 3 Dunsmuir Street, BC Hydro, CCRA, shipping and receiving. Soaking the blood of the sufferer. Toronto Hydro is a vampire, soaking the innocent blood of the baby boomers' children. What you say now? You got to know the truth. I wonder who this is. So here comes a vehicle of mass destruction. Let's see if we can get a close up. So this is how they're doing it. This is Covenant House. Covenant House is a vampire. Because look, they have one of the war vehicles that we always talk about. Vancouver Shaughnessy Lions Club. So I don't know what kind of covenant that is. It's the covenant of the dark matter. So I just really believe that until those who need to pay attention to it a little bit closer, some of us, it might take a little while to actually get over the wool that was pulled over the eye, or is being pulled over the eye. And, you know, sometimes you just need to hear from another person, you know. And that will probably do it for some of us. You know, that are stranded in the desert of their life, trying to make sense of this thing. Because this is not normal. I'm going to point it out again. Look at these cars. This is the street. The street is for traveling, and on both sides, it's packed with vehicles of mass destruction. And I want to break it down further. In another manifestation, when we look at what the Orion Belt is, this is the Orion Belt. We're looking at the Orion group, you know, and that's where I'm coming from. So it's like a bunch of asteroids that just come and occupy the space where traveling people should actually be on. The road would be nicer if it were not packed with parked cars. If you know what I mean. You know, what good is it if you have parked cars and these people are inside doing their whatever they do? You know, some of us are over it. A lot of us aren't, because they never gave up. They're still comfortable living that lie. And because most Christians, so-called Christians, are in denial in their head, they think that, oh, we can't see it, kids can't see it, so they keep doing it. And they've been doing that for what, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 years. 40 years. Hey, it's scripture, it's scriptural. Moses and some of those guys that led a large group of people, like Occupy style, were basically having the same trouble. They wandered in the desert and were not led astray by the leaders or these people that were acting on behalf of God, but they were going astray, and those leaders were always trying to come by and be in their midst and to say to them, hey, look, man, so and this and that and this and that, and they were just basically turning a blind eye, similar to what the 21st century people are doing today. They have vehicles of mass destruction, Baha'i, Christian, Muslim, Rasta, and the list goes on and on and on and on. And that's their excuse because, oh, that's life, that's the government, that's everyone doing it. It's such a lame excuse that you're going to pay for somehow because, you know what, we're not going to, hey guys, what's up? We're not going to be opting to pay for their blockage or their comfort and duality. No way. You know what? No hard feelings, man. It's all love. It's all speaking truth. Speaking the truth in the face of darkness. And that's what it is. I'm not gonna be cutting my cord. Look, I can see the Orion group coming. So you know what? I'm just gonna turn my back to them. I'm gonna look away because that's the nicest thing I can do to myself. I owe it to myself. I owe it to me first, and then hey, anyone else can get the scraps and get it. You can read into it. Look, here they come down the road, lining up. The warmongers. That's what I call them. I'm not talking about the innocent guys, the ones that don't even know. They're just taking what they get. I'm not talking about those guys. I am talking about the ones who know. And that's kind of hard to know that you're not destroying air when you're in that vehicle. So, innocent in what way? In really what way? I had to face the same thing. I had to come to that finite realization that, hey, no way. Because I did it for a few years. And that's all that it took. A few years. So I don't want to tailgate this lady because she's going to probably swear that I'm following her. So let her go ahead of me. We have some super sensitive people, actually. So super sensitive. You gotta give people their personal space. I mean, I like it. I like personal space. So look at the stuff that's going off. You can't see that, man. There's stuff going off of this canopy here. And it's the kind of stuff that I see going on trees. So even the canopy is growing a protective layer over its fabric. I don't know if growing a protective layer, that's what it's doing, but obviously it's accumulating or it's somehow has some skin. So look at this. I can see flashing lights down there, and I'm going to be as bold to say that they're waiting for me to pass by. So I'm not going to do that, and watch what happens when I don't do that. It's in no time, the hazard lights are going to go off and they're going to drive away. Not only that, but they're blocking the lane of a cyclist and halfway blocking the street, and here it goes, it's starting to move. And maybe get onto the sidewalk. Yeah. So, and guess what? I'm still not going to go down there because I don't need to be beside a piece of junk with negative energy flowing off of it. So I'm going to go right across here. I'm going to do something abstract and just totally go right across the island. Of course, if I kept walking, I would have been hit by this car and that car. And here's the lights. Stops right in front of me, and right there you go. You have a bunch of NASCAR drivers that really are good at what they do. They're very I would say meticulous. Maybe you say, oh, I'm thinking too much. Yeah, right. Thinking enough to save my lungs from the whiff of dead bodies permeating in the air. And someone said it's dead plants. Right, they're not dead plants. It's called dead dinosaurs, buddy. Look at the activity. And there's this guy. I don't know what he's doing. He's a baby boomer, and that's his job. He's a security guard doing nothing. Look at his space he has. And his jacket is hung up on the fan. Anyways, it sounds a bit negative, doesn't it? But it's not. It's just information. Handle it however you please, but if you can't extract the goodness from it, just keep going, go on your way. Anyways, let's keep going. I'm tracing my steps to find the earphones that I just got donated to me until I can get some new ones. It cost $60 and they were Bob Marley earphones. I had just used them once. That was it. They're gone. They are gone. And all of a sudden, as I take the corner and look at the activity, it's not normal. It's clearly not normal, and stopped right there. And here they come again. I just gotta get away. I'm gonna be running away from them. You see that? Stop right there. This is my new life. Anything I gotta do to just get out of sight, I will do it, man. And I am doing it. And look where they stop. Right there. I'm gonna prove it to myself that this is what I'm seeing. A bunch of obstructors. That's what I'm looking at. Obstructors, buddy. That's it. That's all.